I don't really know why I'm making this kind of video because it's kind of a weirder video. But this is like the best of the best comics I have. I'm glad that I bought money. Well, not in some cases I got for a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, but these are the ones that I'm like most proud of that I asked for or I bought myself. No particular order either. I don't know why I'm doing this because number one, it's I have them in a specific order, so it's like I'm done with this video and be like, where'd I put this book? Where'd I put this book? Where'd I have this one and this one? You know, it's kind of. And for me, a lot of these I haven't read yet, and I'll make a video about the comics I'm most proud of. I haven't read some of them. For me, it's just like getting this like, ow. I get into this mood where I'm like, I'm gonna finish this comic in one day, even though it's a 500-page book or 1,000-page book. And some of them, like for one that's coming up, I have to read some before, and I'll elaborate on that. And have some very choice words for a comics writer. Alright, first one's Preacher, and this is because of this is the second volume, because I loved the first volume so much, and I'm proud of it because obviously I like the series so much, and it's so damn good. If you guys haven't read the first volume, do yourself a favor, go to, if you are unsure about it, then get a Kindle and then get a Prime account and or a Kindle Unlimited account. And you can get them all for free, actually, if you have Kindle Unlimited. But if you have Prime Reading, which I think is the cheapest one, that's what we got, then you get the first volume for free. So do that if you're unsure of it. And even then, even if you don't have it, maybe just buy it. It's $20. Because they're all $20. And because it was $20, this would be $30 if it was Marvel. Again, or $34.99. Again, I hate to throw shade on Marvel, but they really overprice their books, their collections, their comics, like the single comics, like these things are usually the same price as, for the most part, as DC. This is a number one, and usually it would be $4.99, but this one was $3.99. Next one up, one I did. It was one. This is a funny story. So for whatever reason, I didn't want this for the longest time, and when I saw it, or when I started deciding, I guess is a word, that I wanted to get it, I was like, yeah, why don't I just get it? What was the downside? This is Marvel Zombies. Now this is a damn good Marvel book. I haven't even finished the first volume, and I already have the second volume. That's how much I like it, as I didn't mind that I wasted a Christmas present on it. First thing I have to read this for. I'm gonna have to start all over again because I forget everything that happened in it, which is awesome. Not everything, but a lot of the key moments. It's been so long. I don't know why. Yeah, I would recommend you guys get this one. The one thing is that it does, the first issue is a Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21, so you might be a bit confused, but after that, it's like, and then it's 30 and 32, and then, but this is so damn good, and it's written by Walking Dead's Robert Kirkman. He's, The Walking Dead isn't in there. I try to narrow it down, because let's be honest, pretty much every comic I own, and this is only the graphic novels, not the ones like this, because that would take too long to do these. I got distracted with the wind through my door. I thought someone was coming in or something. So, and there's only a select view of the graphic novels, so I'll do a companion video on the other worst ones I have in my collection that I hate that I spent full price on for some of them. This one. This is so damn good. I have another Fantastic Four one. I tried to narrow it down to one per franchise, like one Fantastic Four and one Spider-Man or whatever, but I couldn't for Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. This is so damn good. This is the complete collection by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 2. I have Volume 1 on the Kindle, and I'm glad I got it, because it was $10, and I don't know what got me into, why Jonathan Hickman, of all people. That tour was gonna piss me off. I think it was because I've heard from a lot of, I think I had heard from a lot of people that it was good, and I think I looked up on Goodreads. It's reviewed very highly on Goodreads. It's one of the highest rated Fantastic Four books on Goodreads. That should show you how good it, how damn good it is. It's really good. It doesn't start out as a new #1, so again, might be confused, but I mean, it's not like he isn't already. It's not like Jonathan Hickman doesn't already write somewhat confusing shit in this book. I already want the third one. The third one's coming out in September, I believe. Maybe later because of the whole COVID thing. Even though all this shit's gonna end soon. This one, even though I had some of these in the second volume because it was the first printing. This is technically the second printing. This is Daredevil by Frank Miller and Klaus Janson, Volume 1, but they called it Visionaries, and I have Visionaries Volumes 2 and 3. I would have gotten Visionaries Volume 1, they had it at my local comic store, the one that's not Newbury, the national one, but they didn't have it. I think that one was like out of print everywhere, and it was the same. I think it was the same price on Amazon that it was for this. And they had the companion piece, somewhat. I don't know. This is the Spider-Man and Daredevil one. But it has because this collects 2 Spectacular Spider-Man issues, and this is 26th, and this one has 27 and 28. So, and I'm not gonna do what it collects unless I have to say it, like in this case. This one's also a good one. It's an older one too, that Spider-Man and Daredevil team up. I started reading this, and again, like with Marvel Zombies, I just kind of fell out of it because I wanted to read the Marvel Knights one, which is a very damn good one. I probably should have picked that one, but I didn't want to pick. Actually, I think I already did reading recommendations for this one. I don't think I did, but for the most part, I wanted to do ones I didn't already have. Brian Michael Bendis ones I have coming a close second, and I still to this day regret not getting the second one physically. I got it digitally on the iPad. I don't know why I care so much. Like I still have the damn book, and thus all of the Brian Michael Bendis' run. I think it's just because it's the only Brian Michael Bendis one. There's only 3 of them, but they're thicker volumes. They don't have it physically. I think that's the issue. Yeah, from when I was reading so far, until I stopped reading it, I loved it. It was so damn good. I liked the. I might have talked about that one before. I don't know, but I remember talking to you guys about the Marvel Masterwork right before it, and I really liked that one. I finished that not too long ago. I really liked that one, so now I want to get into the crowning jewel of that era of Daredevil. This one, I think, is the first printing, because they have a second printing that I don't know how, but it looks shorter, but it's not shorter, because it still has, when I can believe, oh my god, friggin' letgo. Spider-Man comics have expired, and it's ironic, because I'm talking about Spider-Man comic right now. Yeah, letgo expires list for no reason. There's no reason for it. I don't care there's no excuse, that's what I'm trying to say, but I don't like to. Apparently, I don't like to say words. I like to stutter. And say, I know I was going with that. No, 6th printing, 2018. Ready for the Venom movie. Spider-Man: Birth of Venom. This was free on Kindle, but so this is right after 252 takes place right after spit it out. Secret Wars. No, I was gonna do this. Okay, I need to. Oh my god, stop it. Urgh. Oh my god, this is the Daredevil comics too. Oh my god. Okay, so this is like the day that. Oh my god, stop it. So I have a bunch of stuff on letgo because I'm an idiot and I don't just want to. It's all comics, and I'm an idiot because I have my huge box and I don't want to have it all in one and delete the ones I already have. I don't think you can. So I do stupid shit like this. Okay, one of them's a book. So, alright, so I'm trying to disturb. I can't find it. This is unprofessional. Oh, do not disturb. Hey there. I should just turn on silent. But, anyways. This is. So, today is apparently the day that everything, almost everything, I'd say at least, at the very, very, very least, 60% of the items I have all at once are this expired, this expired, this expired, this expired, this expired. It just pisses me off. There was this one time, I still remember to this, I always remember this, I don't want, oh my god, I remember to this day, there was this one that, it was a Deadpool comic. This guy, he said, I'll pay full price. It expired. He thought, because I guess it shows up as another listing. He got pissed. He thought I was screwing him over, even though I wouldn't do that. He left, and to this day, he doesn't want to come back to me. So it's partly his fault. Partly him being a little bitch. Like, I told him, there's nobody else that I am... I think I even said that. There's no one else that's, offering me anything different, or I wasn't trying to screw him over. I think it's this whole diatribe I wrote. I think that's right, or a whole essay I wrote, basically, telling him, dude, I didn't mean to do that. It's letgo, not me. He was like, okay, fuck you, dude. Anyways, going back to this. This has the first appearance of the black suit. I mean, it's technically, I don't know why I don't have it in this one. It's technically Marvel Team Up 141, I think. It's a Spider-Man and Daredevil one, which is not in there, and it's stupid. The best Spider-Man and Daredevil team up. So no, fuck having 141. I'm actually gonna check to see if it has it. I don't think it does, because I think I've checked like 18 times. I think it does have it. Yeah, it has a Marvel team up. It's 50, 56, and 73, but they don't have 141. Because apparently putting that one in there would have just fucked everything up. I don't know either. Maybe they just didn't. There's no excuse. I'm not even going to try to make excuses for that. The best part about this one is that it collects 252, some of it, and some of it's 252, 258. I have 250 or 259. Yeah, 252, 259. I have 259 to 274, I believe, on the Ghost of the Past Epic Collection, which I believe is out of print. No, it's the Goblin's Last Stand. So that's a runner-up, because that one's out of print. And it's a damn good storyline. Death of Gwen Stacy. It's seminal. It's under a bunch of stuff, so I just didn't want to do that, and I just didn't see it at the time. So it's runner-up. If I had editing software, I'd put a little picture of the book right there, but I don't have it, so in the corner, but I don't have it. I have editing software, I don't want to do that, so oh well. It's already 12 and a half minutes. Okay. Gotta speed this up. Because we haven't even scratched the surface. Okay. Miles Morales. So the very first volume, I completely just, there was some, I don't know why, I don't know how I just forget things like that. It was the first 6 issues in Ultimate Fallout 4, which is his first appearance, Miles Morales's. It was free on Prime, got rid of it, regretted it. That's how much I like this book. And I read that first volume all in one go. 6 issues, 140 pages, let's say, all in one go. I never do that for any book. And I did it for this one. Well, for the first volume anyways, which is for 6 issues. But Marvel has, for 60,000 points, Marvel Insider points, the first volume, which collects the first 10 issues, and the first 6 of the first 10. Doesn't have Ultimate Comics Fallout, which is fine, because that was the weakest story I remember. But I forgot, like, about all the Uncle Aaron stuff that happened in it, because they referenced that in this book, and the other one I have. And I was just like, wow, thanks. I don't know why I said it like that. But I recommend this wholeheartedly. First volume is actually also at the library, so I don't know why I don't just get it there. Well, it's kind of because there's nothing else I want to spend the money on, and I do want to own it. I don't want to make that mistake again. But this is also a good one. I started reading this. It's so damn good. Brian Michael Bendis, until recently, knew how to do storylines, and it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so weird to think that now he just fell so hard. Like, it's almost like the past Brian Michael Bendis needs to come to the future and, like, teach the future BMB how to make good storylines. He also did Jessica Jones Alias, which is another runner-up. I should have done that. But it's not a reading recommendation. It's what I'm most proud of. And I'm most proud of that one because I like the series, and I didn't mind paying the $34.99, even though it's not that thick. It's the average $34.99. This one is even better because it's thicker than the Spider-Man one, the Miles Morales one, and it's $30. I didn't mind either because I like physical more than digital. Not enough to get something for free that's on free on Kindle, get it physically for a full price, obviously. But if it left like that one did, then I have no other choice. Another one I really like this is Flash Thompson as Venom. Yes, it's Peter Parker's bully, and he does not look like he does in the MCU ones. He looks like a jock. He doesn't look like a science nerd, and he's not like a science nerd like Peter Parker is. He totally ruined his character in the MCU. Saying, my hot take. My hot take for Red Chandler, it has 33. Well, not. It's more than views. It has like no views on my last few channels. My last few videos, other than me checking to see if it has any comments. Because some of my videos had no views but had comments, even though I have a notification bell, and that's how I know. Anyways, Agent Venom, another good one. I read the first issue of this. I really liked it, so I'm glad I got it. And it's out of print. It was funny too because and I think I told you guys this story when I first got it, but that was a long time ago, so I wouldn't fault you. Even though if you watched it, you forgot about it. But this was out of print for a long time. They had the second volume, which I don't have anymore, or else I would have had it. I would have gotten it, but they didn't have the second volume. And I was pissed off, like, in the first volume, I was pissed off. I was like, yeah, I have the second one, that's cool, but, the first one. They finally had it, I got it right away, and I'm glad I did. I got to use some pristine quality, because if it rips, I'm gonna rip myself. This one's another one, because it got high reviews on Goodreads, and because I've been reading the earlier Superman books, and I heard that, like, it harkens back to KKK, and that was like in the 60s, I believe. So, and it's not gonna be dated, obviously, because it's a newer book. Glad I got it. Wish I got in the original issues, but if anything, it's cheaper to get that, which has all 3 issues of that mini-series, all in one volume, and it's $17. This is my favorite Deadpool run. I don't really like the Gary Dugan one. I don't hate it. It's just not my cup of tea. It's good. I like the good, the bad, and the ugly one. That's his best of it. That's the best of his run. But this is the best of Deadpool for me, in my opinion. Worth it. $34.99. I actually got the first 2 as the Thanksgiving Christmas present, because we do Christmas during Thanksgiving at my grandmother's, because she goes to Florida after Thanksgiving, so we do Christmas over there. So I got the first 2, and I usually do that, but I don't usually like to do that, and I'm surprised that she did that, because I think it was at the very least it was $20. That's $40 for 2. I actually did that. One of my prized possessions. Now this and this because I'm glad that I got the I'm glad I returned it, because it was in terrible quality. You guys remember that. It wasn't that long ago. From my other video that I shared my birthday haul, this was part of it. This because, even though this is on Prime now, but whatever, but this is out of print. And this is full price, but technically out of print too. But, this one's damn good. I'm currently reading this to catch up, so I know everything that's happening in this one. But I'm glad I got them both. And she's definitely one of the best women of Marvels, and Ironheart is the worst. Okay, so we're getting there. How long is it? 20 minutes. Deceased. I heard this was really good, so there's one. Good price, $30 for a hardcover. That's that thick. That's 2. And just because it's DC Zombies, it's DC's answer to Marvel Zombies. I loved Marvel Zombies, so I'll probably love this. And it is Tom Taylor, though. I've heard Tom Taylor isn't the best writer, but I mean, they get good reviews from a lot more people than Goodreads, who seems to really like Tom Taylor. He did apparently the X-23 run. He did not a lot of people like. I have the first volume of that, so once I read those other 2 X-23s, I'll read that and let you guys know. Uncanny X-Force. People say this is like the best of the X-Men, one of the best, and it's also Rick Remender, who also brought us Agent Venom. So I got that because Rick Remender, good writer. I mean, a lot of these are good writers. So I didn't answer it before. I'm sorry. Hit series. A lot of people like it. It's very popular, very highly reviewed, well reviewed. It's X-Force, X-Men, and it has Deadpool, and I believe X-20. Yeah, it's not X-23. There's Wolverine. A lot of similar characters, familiar characters for me. And it's an omnibus. And it's only $100, and I didn't pay the full $100. It was $80, I believe. It was cheaper than $100. Wait. This one, I'm glad I got the Hulk one. Good writer, highly reviewed, popular. It's a Hulk. It's I like the writer. He wrote that. The most recent one he wrote for Hulk. This one, I'm surprised to learn this guy's out of print. So there's 1. 2 is that it's Carnage. 3 is that I really liked the Venom versus Carnage one. And 4 is because I like the Absolute Carnage one. I liked all the Carnage ones I've read, except the ones from the early to late 90s. Except for when so there was this first few appearances I really liked. Then he did like the not separation anxiety, the Venom Carnage Unleashed, I didn't like as much, but it was still good. And then some of the Clone Saga, and then those ones I didn't like, and a lot of them I just like, yeah. The Carnage Classic isn't one I'm very proud of getting. But I didn't get it at full price. But at the time, I didn't have $3.91, I believe it is, to $3.93 anywhere else. I had $3.93 as a true believer, but I didn't have the ones before it. So at the time, it was a good buy. And they had I did like the and I also got this one at a discount too. It was at Newbury too. It was my first omnibus too. So there's that too. There's also, because I got 3 of them. This Punisher one, which I didn't think I had this one on the reading recommendations. I liked the first one a lot. It's Garth Ennis, who also wrote the other one that's coming up. And there's another Punisher one. I love the Punisher, and I like the era that he's in. I meant like the 80s one as much. One I'm reading, that's Circle of Blood one. Well, I like the Circle of Blood, but the first ongoing series. He had like a mini-series, I believe, and then his first ongoing, I don't like as much. This one is tied with the second volume. This is impossible to do. This is why I do it to the other way, the bird's eye view, so to speak. This one I'm glad I got because it's the first volume. You need to read the first volume before the second volume. So here's my hot take. I do not like Stan Lee's run. I love the artwork, but he explains everything that's going on. So he'll go like, okay. Okay, you know what? Okay, so I'll talk about that after. So, it's impossible to do. It's like so unprofessional. Okay, so this is volume 2, this is volume 1. Volume 2 I like. Out of print. Fair price, even though it was a little bit more than the list price, it went up. But whatever. It's only $10, and then pay for it. It was a graduation present. Alright, number 3 is because it's John Byrne's full run of Fantastic Four, if you don't include the Thing, which I don't know why they don't have a companion piece that has all the Thing issues in it, because there's ones that are in here and here, but they don't have more than they have the first one, they have the second one, and then the 17th and the 14th, I believe. And they are actually all the ones they have. So now Stan Lee's run, he's like, so go back to that. He'll explain everything that's going on. So, and sometimes it's in front of Jack Kirby's amazing artwork, and he'll have like word balloons, and it's like, why are you doing this? I heard that like he was very egotistical back in the day, so I think he did that on purpose because he wanted to be like, here, look at my writing, my amazing writing. Screw Jack Kirby's artwork. I don't know. I've heard that's kind of how he was. Like he thought of himself as the best. I could be wrong, but now he doesn't. Now he changed his ways. He grew up, and he started being nicer. I don't know. It's behind the scenes shit. I'm still sadly lost. He's not a bad writer by any means. It's just the one thing. That's the only one thing I hate about his writing is that he just like a thing will say. He'll have him like Jack Kirby will draw him punching, and he'll say, "I'm gonna clobber this guy with my fist. It'll be hard as a rock," or something like that. And Mr. Fantastic he'll go up, like he'll stretch himself upward, and he says, "I'll stretch upward to catch up to this guy." And it's like, you don't need to do that. It just makes the comic longer. And for someone like me that has to read the 7th volume, because I finished the 6th one, the 7th, the 10th, and the 12th, and all these issues, it is not how big matters that you can't just have one silent fucking panel. He has a few, but there's always words on every single panel for the most part. And if you count, like, boom and pow, like those kinds of words. And it's every panel. And again, he besides that, he's a very good writer. He was very influential. We would not have any of these comics without him. The Marvel ones, maybe not the DC ones, maybe the DC ones too, that came after the 60s, after his run of Fantastic Four and Amazing Spider-Man Adventures. And I will admit, I really dug the first volume of Fantastic Four. I don't know what changed. I think it's just I'm getting kind of sick of the Silver Age, which is not good because I have a lot of the Silver Age books, but whatever. This one, I am still shocked to this day how cheap this was for one that Time Magazine says that's 100 best English language novels since 1923. They've made a list of 100 books, not graphic novels, but books, and a graphic novel from DC, no less, makes the list. That's already one. 2, $19.99 price for a thick-ass book like this that has everything that's in a hardcover edition that I think is out of print. And 3, do I need to say anything more? No, I don't. It's Alan Moore, and it's just this one everyone seems to love. I've read it so far. I need to go back again because a lot of these I just stopped reading. I got out of the habit of reading it. It was so damn good. I might even get Doomsday Clock, even though I heard it's not that great. But I do have to get the Batman Flash Rebirth one first, and then I can start reading the other one. Alright. Punisher Max. Garth Ennis wrote it. It's R-rated Marvel, so the 14-year-old in me loved to see all these uncensored swear words. Because even now, I don't understand why comics that are aimed at an older audience has to still censor the harsher swearing. Like, you really don't think 14-year-olds don't know what the F and S words are? I think it's more to sway off to get the Karens and the PC police out of the way. I don't know. Even though they still come and they still went after them. To get them to stop being so, on their case, I guess. This one, another one, like with the Miles Morales, I didn't binge read this whole thing, but, I did, like, a few issues. I probably would have, if I really had the time. I had time, but if I really dedicated myself to reading it, I probably would have binge read it all. And if I had the second volume, which I do. It's also one I might go back and read again, because I am currently reading his saga. It's digitally, so I don't have it physically. I'm glad. One of the very few comics that I'm glad I got digital, because apparently when it ships, it doesn't arrive in the best quality, and everyone said that got into physically. So I'm like, nope, getting digitally. It's cheaper. Well, it's actually, no, it was more expensive. What is it? No, yeah, it was cheaper. It's $2 cheaper. But if I got it on eBay, it wouldn't have been. Maybe if it got on eBay, it would be better, because I didn't really know how they package their stuff. I didn't know. This is way. This is Easter of this year. But it was before I got that Fantastic Four John Byrne Volume 2, which was from DC, not from DC, which was from eBay's. But it's a hardcover. So I don't know if they would package a softcover. Even though that all I have to do is wait for the Batman Giants that collect this to come out. I'm glad I got this. I got it for free, because it was a buy two get one free. I got this for free. It was awesome. The Wolverine one I also got for free. I don't want to have this on. I don't want to have that there, but I don't. I guess I don't. This is already 30 minutes, guys. I gotta speed this up. Only a few more. I'm sorry. I just talk a lot. And there's a word that not pander. I don't know. Anyways, in the first issue of this is worth a lot of money. I realized I had it, so I got a comic that's worth a lot of money now. Like $75. There's $50, I think. But for me, that's a lot of money. For me, that's worth it. Come on, if you found out you had a comic worth $50 that you paid $1 for, $1. I don't want to do it like that. It's a weird. It's like, looking at myself, because it's camera obviously, and I'm doing like the front facing style. Just myself talking like weird facial expressions. But glad I got this one. I don't like the cover they use because it's from the shitty CW show. If you need a reason not to watch the CW DC show, that's the reason why. Joker. It was cheap. It was cheaper than the graphic novel, but the hardcover graphic novel. But it comes with more issues, and than the original did. Like one more than it did, but still. And it's one a lot of people like, and it was super dark. They said it was a damn good Joker book. I'm like, okay, I'll get it. DC New Frontier again. Everyone, and I mean everyone, was saying you gotta read this. Not directly to me, of course, but everyone who's everyone who I've subscribed to on YouTube that does comics was like, if you have not read this, you gotta read it. And it's just one of the best. It's actually one of my comic YouTubers' favorite DC books of all time. I think he said favorite graphic novels of all time. So I'll hold up to that. $34.99 price too. That is unheard of, even for TC. And this was their most recent printing of this book. The only thing I don't like about this, and it's a huge ass nitpick, is that each issue is 64 pages, and that is it's long for a comic issue. And finally, Batman Contagion. This is $34.99, even though they're both around 500 pages. There's more, and this just hits it, but it somehow looks like this should be 600, and this is 500. This is like 540 at the most. So yeah, it makes sense. Like 530. So I guess it makes sense. I like the late 90s DC books, like the Robin. And what was the other one? I don't know. Oh, JLA. And this has a few Robins, and I've heard this is damn good, so I'll hold on to that. And Chuck Dixon. I love Chuck Dixon's work. That's it. I might do a digital one, but it's gonna be hard to do. It would just be me talking. Again, if I had editing software, I would do like little pictures in the corners. Two I can think of right out the bat is Saga and the Behold Galactus not Marvel Select. The Behold Galactus one. And Behold Galactus one is because, for whatever reason, they have it at, like, I think it's like inches. So that's like a friggin' poster. Like a huge ass poster. Not even bigger. Like a regular poster, the ones you see at like the AMC or the Chunkies, or the ones they have outside there. Yeah, bigger, almost as big as that at least. And I don't like those kinds of books. I read on my bed, or not read on a table. Even then, it'd be just so cumbersome. So I was like, you know what? I'll get it digitally. It's also super cheap digitally when I got it. It was like $15.99. So I was like, you know what? Why not? And it has one of the best Stan Lee and Jack Kirby issues in it. And even I liked that. So coming from someone who doesn't like the way Stan Lee writes, and it's his writing style that I don't like. I like how he makes his characters relatable and well-rounded. He doesn't make them SJW libtards, you know, like Marvel is doing now. But you know, he built the groundwork. You know, we wouldn't have a lot of the Marvel heroes we would have, and even if we did, they'd be nothing like they are now. So I have to acknowledge that he did set the groundwork for what Marvel is today. I'm thankful for that, and I am still sad to this. It still saddens me to this day that he passed away. So that's my defense. Just because I'm critical of a person's writing style does not mean I don't respect them. I respect him so much. He's extremely influential to me. Alright. 40 minutes almost. I'll end the video now because you guys would have really left, let's be honest. Even I wouldn't stay for this long. And that's me. I'm the one that makes it. I don't watch my videos either, so I would not watch one this long, so I wouldn't blame you. I might do one that's a little shorter than this, because I did ramble a lot, and that was a word. I did ramble a lot, and I just got off track. It's not my fault. I mean, it was stupid freaking letgo. Like, oh, it's I just realized I had it on my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I'm talking not quietly. Oh, I wonder if my phone. I don't know. Alright. So yeah, but the whole letgo thing. But I think that's what made the runtime a lot longer. Yeah, that letgo. The next video is gonna be a letgo rant. Alright, bye. And that'd be good because then they could delete this video and make a shorter version. Not do that. Maybe I can cut it. That's because I do that. Alright, bye.